Hey guys, it's Swanton Girly. Yes, I'm already in bed. I'm knackered. I didn't get home till 4:20 this morning from Vinto's house. Me, Vinto, Alan, and Chris watched Elimination Chamber live last night. It's my first ever pay per view I've watched live, and I just got really thirsty all of a sudden. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Ah. Um, but yes, we watched it live, and it was such a good experience. I was nearly not there. I didn't feel too well yesterday, but I sucked it up and I went and I had a really good time. And thank you to Vento for letting us raid your living room and kitchen and everything. It was very fun and we had a lot of laughs. And my video for yesterday, you'll notice didn't go up on this channel, is actually up on the Northern Ireland Wrestling Connection channel. I just haven't transferred it over to this channel yet, so that was the video for yesterday. I didn't not do a video for yesterday, it just went up on the one channel for some strange reason. So yes, that is the video. This video is going to be my quick thoughts on Elimination Chamber, the matches that happened, what I was surprised at, what I liked, what I didn't like. I'm going to try and keep it short, but we shall see how I do. I had originally filmed this, but my mum walked in halfway through, and I have yet to find an app that allows me to edit videos, iPhone videos together, so we shall see how this goes. Right, so the pre-show we caught a little bit off, didn't get to see all of it, but it was a tag team match, Brodus Clay and Tensai versus Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, aka Rhodes Scholars. And they got squished. And they got squished so bad. Cody got squished. Oh, Cody got steamrolled. It was so sad. I couldn't watch it. I was like, oh, Cody. But yeah, we pretty much assumed that Brodus and Tensai were going to win because they're promoting Joe Pick a Name for this team so much that I don't think there's any chance of Rhodes Scholars winning, which is really sad because they're an amazing team and I just don't know what they're mucking about with them for. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that match. It was a squash match. It didn't really appeal at all. So we went into the pay-per-view, which was like amazing. And the first match was, I'm not lying down, by the way. This is just a pillow against the wall just to prop my back up. That is my back wall there with Daniel Bryan and Divas poster. But yes, back to the first match, which was Alberto Del Rio versus Big Show. So it's such a letdown, just the Big Show after that Alberto Del Rio. But yeah, for the World Heavyweight Championship match, we all picked Del Rio. None of us wanted to see Big Show go to WrestleMania as the World Heavyweight Champion, and I'm glad he didn't. It was a good match for Big Show being in it, that's all I have to say. I did enjoy some good sort of submission wrestling, well, not submission wrestling, but you know what I mean, like Alberto Del Rio's type of wrestling. I did enjoy this match more than I expected, especially because you know how much I love Big Show. I didn't expect to enjoy this match that much because Big Show was in it, but he trotted along and it was fine. I did sort of enjoy it. I could handle Big Show as long as Alberto Del Rio was beating him up, and Ricardo didn't get involved too often. So, but I was very glad that Show tapped clean to Del Rio. I was happy it wasn't a disqualification finish or count out. I'm glad that the submission won it in the end. Trying to find the best way to hold this. So yeah, and the botch. Oh, I felt so sorry for him. It was just like, you saw his face after he missed that. It was just like, oh my word, I watched it today. I actually laughed. Bless him. But good on Big Show for just sort of standing there and not sort of acknowledging that he fell. But bless. I nearly called him Aldriguez or something there. per Alberto. But happy he won and glad with that match. It was quite good. The next match then was Antonio Cesaro versus The Miz for the United States Championship. Two good wrestlers. I don't mind watching either of them wrestle. I don't mind watching either of them wrestle. Cesaro is impressing lately. I do like his neutralizer. The whoo. And Alan does like doing his wee United States Champion. Whoa. That. So we had good fun with that. It was two of Alan's favourite guys, so we weren't too sure. We'd sort of deciphered that Antonio was going to win in some way. Most of us said Antonio was just going to win simply because of the stuff going on with Miz at the moment, the way Miz mucked up the house show with Punk, and Punk maybe a few wee whisperings in people's ears, and maybe that's why Miz isn't progressing so much, but good enough match. I did enjoy it. I did watch it. I think I missed a couple parts of it because I was talking a wee bit, but I still enjoyed it. The stretches looked really sore on Miz, and Vinto actually called it and got it right that Cesaro won by disqualification with what was a low blow apparently from Miz, and then Miz just low blowed him, which is quite nice to see. Towards the end, just sort of the face retaliating, which is nice, instead of just sort of sitting there going, no, I didn't do it, ref, I didn't do it, and it's just like, nah, I'm just gonna punch him in the balls, it's fine. So, yeah, that was that match. It was quite an enjoyable match, just a wee one in the middle, so it's quite good. And then next we had, I don't know whether this is the order of, yeah, it was actually, the Elimination Chamber, which is the match I was looking forward to in the night. It would be the first Elimination Chamber I've seen live, which was pretty awesome. I've seen it obviously on DVD. I've never seen it happening live. With the whole atmosphere, with who's going to come out first, who's going to go in the pods first, who's going to wrestle first, and then each pod coming in. So of course we had who is in the match? Kane, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Jack Swagger, Mark Henry. So it was a good bunch. Mark Henry's never been a big Mark Henry fan. Again, he's one of the big guys that I don't seem to. Well, I like him better than Big Show, let's just say that, but still. Orton, always sporting, always boring, so while he was getting boring, I didn't used to like Orton, and then he's sort of gone a bit stale. Oh, for goodness sake. There you go, that'll do. And then Chris Jericho, who we all love, and Jack Swagger, who I have to admit WWE has bucked up their ideas and sort of brought him back in a good way. We were all saying last night we preferred this Jack Swagger much better than previous Jack Swaggers. Love the hair Jack Swagger, it's awesome. With Seb Coulter, he just came in, he looked really strong, really powerful, and Joey came in and I was impressed. And then there was Daniel Bryan and Kane, who are always lots of fun. Chris Hill was going mental for Kane, and I got we did like a pick out of the hat thing for the Elimination Chamber, and I got Daniel Bryan to win. So the Elimination Chamber was a really good experience to watch. I really enjoyed getting so into it and just seeing who was coming out next. We had all picked Chris Hill. Most of us had pegged Jericho to win. I thought it was a given. I thought Jericho is winning this Elimination Chamber. He is going to go on, and Dolph Ziggler is going to cash in. Hill thought Mark Henry would win. And lo and behold, we were all flipping surprised when Randy Orton pinned Chris Jericho. We were like, no, Orton is not, no, not Orton in the World Heavyweight. No offense, Orton, but we really did not want to see Orton going for the World Heavyweight title against Alberto Del Rio. And then Jack Swagger comes out of nowhere and just pins Orton, and we were like, what the heck? We nearly missed it because we were so up in air about, Jericho just getting pinned, and Jericho was the one everyone had pegged to win this Elimination Chamber. Joe, that was the person who we thought, and I was just like, oh my word, Jack Swagger. I was waiting for the Stevie Breach tweets. I was refreshing Twitter so much for Stevie Breach to be marking out about Jack Swagger, but Virgie's Jack Swagger WWE, this is a good way to go. I know a lot of people are saying WrestleMania is going to be worse now since this is a match, but something good could come out of it. We still have a Ziggler cash-in that looks like it's going to be happening at WrestleMania. It looks like it's going to be happening either between now and WrestleMania. I prefer to see him cash it in at WrestleMania. I think he will do that, but if he cashes in before, great. Maybe triple threat. Be pretty cool. But yeah, we shall just see. It'll be interesting to see who wins and how they're now going to build up this thing. Are they going to do like a Mexican American storyline again? I'm not too sure, but well done to Jack Swagger. We sort of didn't see that coming. We all had Chris Jericho, as I said, so maybe this does open something up for a Chris Jericho Ziggler match at WrestleMania. Sort of, we'll see. That'll be good. So that was good. Daniel Bryan and Kane, as always, good crack. I can't believe Daniel Bryan turned on Kane. Well, not turned on Kane, but he was the first one to make a move to sort of try and pin Kane. As like, Daniel, you idiot, you do not do that to Kane. Mark Henry was amazing. Came in very, very strong, just destroying people left and right. I would not have wanted to be in that cage. Good spot with Swagger and Jericho working together to suplex Mark Henry. Some very good ones. RKO, oh, out of nowhere, the flying drop kicks, everything. The jumping off pods, or no, there was no jumping off pods. I'm thinking of Jeff Hardy. Sorry. Climbing up chain walls. It's all very good. I really, really enjoyed it. Jericho's lion salts are awesome. I really like them. So yeah, thumbs all up. Yes, Hill, we did pay €64, which just Mr. Baker interrupting my video. Next was what has to be one of my favourite matches of Elimination Chamber. The Shield versus the Dream Team of John Cena, Sheamus and Ryback. We weren't too sure about this. Me and Alan had sort of said Shield are going to win. Hill and Vinto had said no, the babyface team is going to win, the Dream Team. And then we're sort of discussing, well, if Shield were going to win, who would they pin? We'd all sort of said, I said I'd like to see them pin Cena, just to see them let Cena put someone over for once. They didn't want, we all said no, not Ryback. And what else? Oh yes, and then the last person left then was Sheamus. So per Sheamus, we'd sort of said Sheamus is going to get pinned if Shield win, but the boys were pretty adamant, me and Alan, that the Shield were not going to win, especially over a John Cena team. So sort of went into this with mixed feelings. I was very strong Shield. Shield are going to win this. They better win this. Seth Rollins, I adore Seth Rollins. I've been a fan of him since he started Next. Before that, I will admit, I wasn't a fan of him before that. I didn't really follow him, but when he came into Next, I did very much get into him. That's not what I said. I did slowly become a fan, and I'm very happy to see where he is right now. And he did show that in the match last night. I was happy with his wrestling. I was cheering every time he got in the ring. I was marking out like a little child. But the match was very good. Had some amazing wee bits in it. But the end, it was just that end part where it was like the Dream Team are going to win. It was just like Ambrose is on the floor, this guy's here, he kicks out, blah blah blah. The other two guys are in the ring, one's getting attitude adjusted and the other one's getting shell shocked, and you're just like, no, they're gonna win. And I was like, no, please don't let this happen. And then Roman Reigns, the guy who I'm not the big fan of, just comes out of nowhere and spears, and I'm just like, yes. And then he distracts. Cena did look a bit sloppy, to be honest. I have to say that. Thor, Cena did come across a bit sloppy. Whether that's because he wasn't in the main event and didn't really care, I'm not too sure. But I wasn't too happy with Cena's ring work. Usually I'm a bit more happier, but last night we all sort of noticed it. It was just a bit like, yeah, Cena doesn't really look like he knows what he's doing, but just that spear, and then just the pin. Ryback took the pin, and I was like, ah. And me and Alan marked out. See, when that pin happened, it was like, yes, Shield won. I was so happy. I'm so happy WWE are taking it that way, that they're keeping the Shield strong. There were some good points in it where they did look a bit weak, but they built themselves back up again, which is brilliant. And it was just such, we were a wee bit bored at the start, to be honest, and I was a bit bored. I was sort of semi-sleepy, so I was like in that sleepy state, but it sort of started picking up around the middle, especially the sort of spear through the barricade as well, where Lillian Garcia nearly got taken out. I was like, Lillian, move! But it was a good match. I would watch that match again, and I was very happy with that match. So that was my match of the night. Actually, I really enjoyed that. And then we got Dolph Ziggler coming out, which is brill, with AJ and Biggie Langston. Biggie Langston has big boobs. I just want to say that right now. It's big boobs. And they came out, and then of course Brock Kofi Kingston out. Seen this match loads. Still a good match, but seen it too many times, so weren't too bothered. I think I went and dondered about that point. And then we had Caitlyn versus Tamina. Caitlyn won with a spear. Nothing much to say about that match, other than I'm glad where Caitlyn is going. I'm glad that she's getting her time. We just need an AJ Caitlyn match for WrestleMania now, and I'd be very happy. So yeah, Caitlyn, I went on for 3 minutes that match. About the same length as the Dolph Ziggler match, so that's just sort of the pre-show went on longer than the Dolph Ziggler match, I've just realised. And then we had the last match of the night, which was The Rock versus CM Punk. And if you've not watched the NI Wrestling Connection video, you have not seen, well, you've probably heard about how much I am not a fan of The Rock. Hill and I have got into many arguments about this. Me and Vinto and Hill got into an argument about this last night, of course. Me and Vinto ganging up against Hill. And the fact that I am not a Rock fan. I don't think I will ever be a Rock fan. And it's just my personal opinion. Everyone has their opinion. I know a lot of people will be like, well, don't you know Rock fan, blah, blah, blah. But to be honest, he doesn't appeal to me. I wasn't really a wrestling fan in his time, so you can understand why maybe I'm more of a John Cena fan than I am a Rock fan. But I still have my old favourites too, like Stone Cold, like Randy Savage, like Jake the Snake Roberts, like Mr. Perfect. But watching the old times back, I never found myself cheering for The Rock. Joe enjoyed his matches. Joe liked watching his matches, depending on who he was facing, but I could just never bring myself to say I am a Rock fan. It's just one of those times where, Joe, you're watching the match and you're just like, Joe, this guy can wrestle, yeah, this guy's pretty cool, but I wouldn't call myself a diehard fan. It's like me saying I like Twilight when I really don't. I've seen it, I like some people in it, but I am not a Twilight fan, so this match to me, I was always going to be CM Punk. Always. He was the first wrestler I ever met, so I'm going to stick by my guns. As long as he's in WWE, no matter what he does, I will always be a CM Punk fan, because he is the person that brought me into wrestling. Like The Rock is to many of wrestling fans, he was the person who got you into wrestling. That's my CM Punk. CM Punk was someone who did that for me. So to see The Rock versus CM Punk again. I missed it at Royal Rumble, but I heard good reviews for Punk. That Punk pretty much carried the match. Punk made Rock look like $1 million, and I can totally believe that, because for you to be the WWE champion, Joe, Punk's been there every single day since he's won that championship. The only time he took off was for his knee. And I'm getting really out of breath trying to talk about this, sorry. It's because I'm rambling on and on and on, because this match was quite important for me. And I want to get my point across before this video goes into like half an hour. For me, just for Rock being champion, it really puts me off. When Punk was champion, Punk was champion. He was a good champion. I say this, he was the people's champion. He was. He was there every day. He wrestled house shows. He wrestled main events. He wrestled mid-card. He worked his way to the top. He's one of those guys. A lot of people say he jumped on the bandwagon. I sort of started watching CM Punk when he was in the ECW. That was sort of the time when WWE picked up ECW. And Punk was ECW champ when I met him. And just from there, I've continued to watch him, and he's grown so much. And I was so proud of his title reign. I was so proud of WWE letting him have that title reign. And just for a minute, when Rock probably turned around to Vince and said, "I'm coming back," and it's just in that minute they were like, "Yeah, Punk title gone. Rock's back. Need to give the belt to Rock." I just don't understand that for a guy who's been working so hard. I know it's wrestling. I know everything has changed, but I just didn't really appreciate The Rock just sort of being at WrestleMania, being at the Raw after WrestleMania. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm talking so quickly and my nose is blocked, so it's making me have to take deeper breaths. Oh, sorry. Right. Good. He said, "Oh, I'll be on every Raw, blah, blah, blah. I'm never leaving, blah, blah." And what was it, 6 months later? And he turns up for the first time since WrestleMania. I can't really respect that. I know he does his movies, but as I said in the video with the boys, you choose one or the other. You don't say, "Oh, I'm going to come back and be a wrestler," and then do it for one night and then go away and make a movie for a year and then come back. "Oh, I'm going to be a wrestler again. I'm going to win. I'm going to be WWE champion." You win the WWE championship, and what, you turn up at two shows? And I'm away to be a movie star again. You can't jump back and forward. You commit to one or the other for so long. You either become a wrestler and be a wrestler and wrestle house shows, wrestle Raw, wrestle SmackDown, do what the guys in the locker room do. There's guys in there who haven't got pushed but have been at every single show that they need to be. And The Rock just waltzes in. "I'm a movie star. I'm the WWE champion." And he just gets it. And snaps his fingers and I'm WWE champion. I'm going to go and promote WWE in all my movies, and that's why I'm WWE champion. But back to the match. I'm rambling too much about how much I dislike The Rock at the moment. I did enjoy the match. I enjoyed when Punk was winning the most. Loved that he kicked out of that elbow. Absolutely adored that. I was so happy he was able to kick out of the elbow. I'm so happy. That would probably be the bit I was the happiest with The Rock, that The Rock allowed Punk to kick out of the elbow. He shouldn't have to be allowed. It should be just there. Punk, you're kicking out of the elbow no matter what Rock wants or says. Had to laugh at the Spanish announce table standing its ground. It won for once. It didn't fall. I was so proud of the Spanish announce table not breaking. It was like a moment in history. But just a sucky ending. I was really disappointed with how this match turned out. It was just I thought they were going to build it up so much more, especially being the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania, and for me it just didn't do it. It was like, I would have preferred to go back and watch, I don't know, some other match, but it just disappointed. It was boring at some points. I will admit that I didn't like it at some points. The only parts I liked it were when Punk was wrestling. When Rock was wrestling, I drifted off, to be honest. Probably was sitting stroking Vinto's dog Misty. I was paying more attention to her than I was paying attention to Rock. The ending, we were expecting so much more, and WWE just needs to do something. They are not creative anymore. They are not surprising the fans as much. I know I can't really say that because they did surprise us with Jack Swagger winning. That's one thing. Well done, WWE. And the Shield winning, another good surprise. But they just need a little more of the... I know I wasn't around or a fan when the Attitude Era was there, but I'm watching all these DVDs and I'm really sorry, but I need to blow my nose. It is blocked up like, oh, I don't know what. Hold on guys, sorry, go that way. Look at my lovely walls, sorry. That's been annoying me for like the last 26 minutes of this video. But Joe, when I watch all the Attitude Era DVDs back, there's not one DVD that I am not surprised at something on, you know, and we were expecting so much more from this last match. An Undertaker reappearance, a Brock Lesnar run-in, a Paul Heyman screwjob, just something, and all that came out of it was the typical Paul Heyman gives Punk the belt, Punk runs with the belt to hit the Rock moves, Punk hits Paul Heyman, oh no, Rock hits something and Punk is pinned. That is too predictable. And they could have done so much more in this whole referee thing, each referee getting knocked out. And what I brought up was when Punk was pinning someone, oh no, the referee wouldn't go in the ring. Oh no, he had to check on the other referee. But as soon as the tables were turned a couple of seconds later and the Rock was pinning Punk, oh, the referee's straight in the ring. Oh, I have to go, oh, the Rock's in the ring pinning, I have to go. But I don't know. You can tell how much I dislike the Rock. But it was just, yeah, it was, for me, I would prefer to see the Shield match again over that. I love Punk, but it was a boring match, and that's all I can say about it. And I just hope that at WrestleMania, the Cena Rock match that I'm really not really looking forward to be honest, once in a lifetime, really?